CHS Market Day Report. We're glad you're with us, working through a Friday, final day of the week, final day of the month as well. Now, the corn market's been under pressure the entire day, and we were higher yesterday. That was after 2 days of lower closes. Well, right now, the old crop down 7 1/4, 448 1/2. We trade the December at 476 1/4. It's down 6 cents. Soybeans 2 sessions higher, but erase that. Doesn't look like we'll settle in higher territory. We've lost the 12 handle here on the November. Got pretty close, 11.99, but we're 4 1/2 lower here on the session, 11.89 1/2. Let's stay in the complex here. And maybe for good reason. Soy meal contracts lower for the first time in 3 sessions, but for the 5th straight session, bean oil moving higher. We're about 30 points off the day's high at 78.06. That's up 136 points. Wheat market, well, we're lower here in Chicago, 613 1/4. That's down 10 3/4. 7 straight sessions lower here for hard red, 652 1/2. It's down 12 3/4. Cotton market has been lower as well. We're off the day's low, though, at 79.46, down 7 points. Joe Lardy's with CHS Market Advisors. Joe, I really expected you to be in a tank top and shorts and ready to go out and spend the afternoon in the sun.
That is on the agenda later today once we wrap up work. But yeah, I mean, the weather's going to be the key thing here. And I think the market's going to slowly turn its attention to that. It really feels like the U.S.-Iranian situation is really calming down. As I said a few weeks ago, we were kind of in a headline washing machine. Now we seem to are trying to put that behind us. And now I think weather's going to really be the big focus here going forward. Up here in Minnesota, we've been mid 80s to low 90s for the past week. That's going to continue into the next week. And what we're really starting to see is this lack of precipitation. And it's got a lot of folks, I mean, other than Ohio and Indiana, they need to dry out. Everybody else is going to be looking for some rain. And even our local weather stations have been highlighting the fact of how dry we are in the month of May here in the Twin Cities area. I mean, we're kind of, depending on where you're at, 2 to 4 inches behind. And with these warmer temperatures, I mean, it certainly helped get the crop out of the ground, but now we need some rain.
Yeah, good point. And I'm glad you mentioned it. By the way, I have it written here, headline washing machine here, and I was teeing it up for you and you took it away. So
I stole your thunder.
I guess we'll have to move our laundry from the headline washing machine over to the dryer where they need some drying. But, I thought maybe what we do here is I'm going to step back. I'm not going to hit a specific market here for you because I know you have a lot on your screen. But as we roll into June, is there a sector you're going to keep an eye on? Maybe there's a sector that maybe you're kind of seeing an opportunity somewhere, and maybe it's something like canola or whatever. But when you step back, what will you have an eye on?
I think the biggest thing that I'll be watching going forward, well, we've already talked about weather. That's going to be kind of the A topic. But beyond that, it's going to be the demand side. We really need to see demand come in to help drive these markets. And number one is going to be China. Everybody is going to be watching to see what they do to fulfill their obligations to us. And kind of when I look ahead to where new crop sales are, and whether it's corn, soybeans, and especially the wheats, they're not looking very robust. We're not going into the next marketing year, which is for wheat coming up here in the beginning of June, for the other crops a couple months away. We're not going in with a really big book on. It's feeling very light. So demand is going to be the key.
Okay, you mentioned that. We did have a flash sale of beans announced earlier today, and the majority of that sitting off in that new crop contract there, but 7.1 million bushels unknown. What happens if we find out a lot of these unknowns over on the corn side have been China? Is there any chance that that could be the case?
Anything is possible, but I think more than likely it's not going to be China. I think they would be kicking tires. It would probably be a little bit more obvious. The size would be more material. I think if they're going to make a splash in corn, it's going to be a big splash and we're all going to get wet.
Well, maybe they're just waiting for the price to come down a little, waiting for that that June sale, if you will. Joe,
that's correct.
Great to see you put that big hat on and get out and enjoy the weather. CHS Market Advisors. Okay, quick break. Back with more markets on Market Day Report.